So Mass at Sagrada Familia was completely full. Google said to get there like 30 minutes before or like 45 minutes before. I was there 38 minutes before and it was completely full, and it was such a bummer at the time, but I was like, oh, if I'm old, I'll come back and queue up. That's something I can do in like my old age. Because, also waiting, if I had, the guard said, I think he said 30 minutes when I asked when did it fill up. So he probably meant 30 minutes before I showed up. And so that would mean I would have to wait an hour plus to get into Mass, which is only an hour long anyway. So it's something I can do later. I am starving, so let's grab something. Okay, that looks good. Dude, the vibe here. Let's check out those buildings. Just so cool. Alright, guess where we're having lunch. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Here we go. On to the next food spot. Never mind, got sidetracked by this trinket store. I wish they just sold this pen on its own. Sorry for all the crinkling. My McDonald's. By the crowd behind me and the exterior of this place, can you tell where we are? Here's another hint. Every move you make, every step you take, every room I'll be watching you. If you guess Gaudi's Parc Güell or Parc Güell, then you must really like architecture. Last shot I took was over there, and it's so funny because it's legit a park. Like, this is the surrounding area. It's just the neighborhood. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of people. Just finished my day at Parc Güell. The guy was really nice. I was like, I need to cut through here to go to a bus stop. And he was in the park. That entrance was, I had exited, I had to enter to cross the park. And he was just like, do you have any pictures of the park inside? And I was like, yeah. So I showed it to him. He let me through to get to the bus stop. And filming that clip, I missed a turn on Google Maps and tried to go back and find it, and the whole thing was closed off. So I had to go around because they mark where the exit path is, but it takes longer, so you gotta leave room for things to happen like that when you travel. Just slow down for a couple of ladies in front of me, but one of my favorite memories so far actually of this trip was writing a postcard to my mom in Parc Güell. That's my bus. Are you sure? Yep, that's my bus. But there's one every like 3 minutes. Thank goodness. 8 minutes. This lady who I was trying to give my seat to in the bus, and some other lady who was in the same area made eye contact with me, crossed me, and was just like, thank you, and sat there. It was kind of crazy. Anyway, early dinner, at least early for Spain. Oh man, that's my favorite number. Almost home. 5 flights of stairs later. Oh my gosh. I'm not even leaning over. I'm just putting my phone over. That's scary. And we're back. Hey. We're back. Oops. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I'm back, and I am about to take a shower. I'm gonna wash my hair. Should be nice. And I'm trying to dry it before the quiet. She wants things to be quiet at like 11, so it's like 9:30 p.m. And I'm excited because I can actually do that. That like seems to make sense in terms of time for me. What did I learn today? I learned a couple things today. Okay, the first thing is, if you're going to Parc Güell, which is awesome in Barcelona, first of all, go when it's a cool day outside, or go like early in the morning, or late as you can at night if it's like in the summer. I know I was talking to my host's daughter today, and she's like, it's crazy in the summer, but we're used to it. I feel really bad for the people here because they have to endure so many people on a regular basis in their city. And anyway, I recommend starting at the top when you get in. When you go in, at least the ticketing area that I was, there's multiple, but I think I was at the main one. When you go in, people are gonna walk straight. They're gonna walk straight. You don't want to walk straight. You want to turn right and go uphill. Go uphill as much as you can when you get there, so that way you're not going uphill at all throughout the rest of the trip. The whole rest of the trip is just downhill, and the rest of the visit. And yeah, it's a fun little park to explore. And I would also bring something that you want to like draw. If you're an artist, like if you like to draw, like bring something to draw there. Or if you want to journal, or if you journal, bring your journal and journal there. It's a great people watching and just like very therapeutic, just doing those kinds of things there. There are tables where there was a play structure, I remember, and there's also like spread out different sorts of benches throughout the whole thing. It's pretty cool. More like pickpocketing tips I learned today, or pickpocketing situations. So I got off a bus, and there was a homeless man, I think, that caught up with me pretty quickly, and he was ahead of me, and and we both thought that I was gonna like pass him on his left, and it was a narrow passage. Okay, like he could have definitely like jumped me if because he was on the right, and then there was nothing, and there was the wall, so he expected me to go in the space where there was nothing. So I didn't. I crossed the road. But just being able to recognize that in that moment was you have to be kind of fast sometimes. So yeah, just keep your wits with you. Don't overpack your itinerary so that you're not busy and stressing out, and therefore like you forget to do these sort of things, or these sort of things just go over your head. And the last thing I wanted to mention really quick is that I was at a McDonald's, and it was in an area that I had a pretty high pickpocketing crime rate. That's what I read. That's what my friends told me. I was really hungry though, so that's why I just sat there and ate. But throughout the entire time, my bag was strapped around me. And I saw another woman who was like the same sort of situation, bag strapped around her. And I remember sitting in my solo table and pushing my bag up against the table, so it was between me and the table, and I've been pretty hard to snatch. So yeah, just solo travel things. I don't know, I'm not so wary about pickpocketers. I don't want my whole like videos to be like, these are pickpocketing tips, or like the tips to prevent pickpocketing in Spain, because like there's so much more than that. I'm looking at these chips that I was given by I think his name is Ion. He followed me on Instagram after we had a chat. He works at a Malaysian restaurant here. It was really good. And I have more, what's it called? Grupo. Yeah. On top of my shrimp chips, I have like 2 of these. So I'm not buying snacks for a while. All right, then I'll see you all tomorrow.